My hand almost works now. You know, Jason finally found someone that after their bit, he had to raise the microphone. He's had a hard day. He only had 1 hour sleep last night. Didn't even have time to take his pajama bottoms off. Hey, in case you're interested in a t-shirt, I finally got them up on my website. I just get them at cost. You don't pay any extra for them. Go to ArizonaLou.com, and who knows, in 5 years you might say, I've got this t-shirt, it's a good $100. Or you might say, I've got this t-shirt, it's a good oil rag. Us seniors, do kind of get irritated a little bit. One thing that irritates me is, have you ever noticed that how many here have a computer? How many are asleep? You don't have a computer, do you? No, of course not. Have you ever noticed the little dialogue boxes? Our screens have gotten bigger and bigger, and yet they still have a little tiny dialogue box. You have to scroll down 75 lines before you find what you want. Why don't you use the screen real estate? Can't figure that out. Also the Kindle. I was buying a book online. This is an electronic reader, and it said the hardcover edition. How do you have a hard cover when it's software? Truth in advertising. Another thing that irritates old guys. How many have a TV? Yeah. 3 people have TVs. All right. Anyway, have you ever noticed the back of all the TVs and the sound boxes and everything are all black? Now they do that so you think you're going blind when you try to plug in your stuff back there. So you have your hard pin trying to get it in the right hole. Come on now, guys. At 73, nothing's ever hard on my body. And if you're lucky, you get it in the right hole and the sound works right. That's why they have little flashlights, LED flashlights. Get them free from Harbor Freight so you can see what's back there. I better tell you about my hand. I spent 3 weeks kiteboarding in the Dominican Republic, and then I had to do something stupid and dangerous, stand-up paddleboarding. And paddled out. Picture yourself now, paddling out on a 12-foot board. A couple of people here would be a 14-foot board, but that's okay. A 12-foot board out to an isolated beach, and jumping off, and you notice that a little wave is going to come and take the board and flop it up on the beach. So you say, I don't want to chase after the board. You grab the little loop of rope at the back of the board and say, I can win this bout with Mother Nature. Well, you don't know Mother Nature. The wave flips the board and then slams it. And you won. You still have the board. But not all your hand. You notice things aren't right when you notice your index fingers cut off at the end and dangling by a piece of skin. And you put it back up on the stump and hold your hand. And you have to do that for blood circulation. And you hold your hand up to reduce the bleeding, and you notice good news. I didn't even break a fingernail. And the reason why it's good news is your finger was dangling. You knew where your finger was. Well, then you grab the board with your good hand, head across the road, and call for help. Help! Emergency! And what you see is a security guard sitting in a chair outside a big house, who's obviously not interested in getting out of his chair. You feel like saying, hey, get out of your chair and help me! But you don't, because you're too linguistically challenged in Spanish, which is a shocker since you live in Phoenix. And you put your finger back in the dangle mode. And then he gets up out of the chair to put your board where it'll be safe. Then you've got to hitchhike into town. And the emergency room. Hey, 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 hey! Zoom. First car passes you by. Well, can you blame me? Would you pick up an old ugly guy wearing nothing but a black hat, little silver sunglasses, and a little red blood? Oh, and little black Speedos? Well, the second, I'm sure glad you people are playing over your version. Actually, all of you are. Well, the next car was JohnPaul. And as I got into his SUV, I tried to return the favor by not bleeding all over it. Well, I got my splint off, my last finger, Thursday, and I'm going to go into therapy and see if we can keep this thing going. Hey, do look me up on the internet. Oh, I do have white lists back there at the table of some of my upcoming appearances. And also I have tickets that I can give you for the 10 p.m. prov on the 30th of September. And if you want them, let me know. And I can give those to you. They cost me, but they're free to you. Look me up on the internet. I'm Arizona Lee.
Arizona Lou, everybody.
I actually like this shirt. He's not even gonna get it back. Oh, God, man, that story of your hand. That's brutal. Respect the ocean. Moral of the story, don't play in the ocean. We don't have fins. Stay out. No, we made those. We made those. There's not sharks. Or massive power from a wave for your fingers off. Just saying, you don't want to lose an arm.